Yes, this is part two. This is part two of what you need to know. What you need to know when you're coming to marry Acholi. So yes, I'll drop to the other video on part one. You can get and see. You can go through and you know briefly what this is. Just briefly, because if I'm to bring an elderly person to tell you what you need, be like, what this? Yeah, but me, I'm giving you briefly. Briefly. This is just hint, giving you a hint. So when you're coming to marry, you know what to do, what not to do. Here I'm going to tell you the do's and the don'ts. What you need to do and what you need to do and what you don't need to do when you're coming to marry actually woman, especially on that wedding introduction day. Are you getting? On that introduction day, you don't have to come with a lot of wiseacking. You as in-law, if you're coming to marry from the girl's place, you first have to be very, very, very respectful. Yeah, because they are going to, right from when you're entering the home, they are going to welcome you, and this is the rule. When you're entering, when you're coming to marry, there is normally they put a very big something like a red carpet or piece of cloth, but those days there was nothing like that. If the compound of where you're coming to wed from is very big, right from the entrance in that home, there's nothing like walking. You cannot walk in the compound of your in-law when you're coming there for the first time to marry. You and everyone who came for the wedding, you and your mother, your father, your sister, your uncles who have come to pay the dowry, people have to move on your knees. They hear me? Move on your knees. Whether you're going to move on stones, whether you're going to move on, whether the place is very rough or smooth, you are going to move on your knees. These days they have helped and somehow modernize it, and they put carpets or piece of clothes so you don't, but that is it. That is how it was those days. You have to move on your knees. Move on your knees. So if the compound is starting from the other side, just imagine moving from there until you enter the room where you're going to pay the dowry from. And if you reach, you have to make sure this ojili is like this hulu shot. My voice is that I have cough. This the one they make, that sound they normally make it. Yeah. So when you come, you have to make sure that you're the first to make that sound. That is like an alarm to show that you have already arrived. So the family of the family of the girl, they are going to hear that our visitors have arrived. But if you make a mistake and you let the family of the girls to be the first to see you and make that sound, it means you have to pay fine. Now that's the first fine you pay. That's the first fine you pay when you've come to the girl's home and you fail to make an alarm that you have arrived before them. So you have to make an alarm that you have arrived so they can come and welcome you. But if you're the first to see you and they make that alarm, it means you have to pay fine to the family of the girl. Okay, so now that's another. So you're going to move on your knees with everything that you have carried. Everything. If you have carried, even they need a query hoe. Query hoe, either the hoe for they need also hose, lamps. If I remember, I will keep telling you because sometimes I forget. So those are the list. So all those things you're going to carry, even saucepans, you will carry them on your head with every luggage, with everything that you're coming to give to the home of the girl. You will carry them on your head, and you move on your knees. My goodness, it feels like punishment. If you're short tempered, you can run away. You can run away from marrying an Acholi woman. It's not easy. Yes, then you move, they're going to welcome you with a lot of happiness. Then after you move up to the room. Now when you enter that room, what happens there is now none of it. There is no woman that side in that house. There is no woman. You will not even see your wife, not see anyone. There is no woman there. Now when you're there, you'll only see uncles and brothers, and those are people you're going to see inside the introduction, inside the dowry room where you're going to pay your dowry from. So from there now the rest of the things. First, listen, rule number one, and in that room, number one, you don't have to look up. And enter in that room, you enter with your head facing down. You don't have to look on the ceiling, on the walls. Your head has to keep looking down. You understand what I'm talking about? You have to keep looking down. There's nothing like you have to look down, not up. Yes. So number two, there is those, if you, any member from the family of the people who are of the groom, people who are coming to marry from there, you should not make a mistake and fart in the room. There's nothing, you should not fart in the room, in the dowry paying room. If you fart in the dowry paying room, it means they will chase you away automatically, all of you, because that means that is like a bad omen. It's like a bad luck for someone to fart in a dowry paying, that room where they're supposed to pay your bride price. So if you're coming, make sure you look, you check your your diet. Don't eat a lot of stuff so you can come and you mess. So if you mess anything inside that room, it means that is a bad luck, bad omen. So these days they do appeasement. They do appeasement, but those days it was automatic. But because they realized that some people were doing it because of jealousy, so someone can come from the family of the man's side and is jealous, does not want the man to marry the woman, who just come and fart, so that they cancel the entire wedding. So because of that reason, they considered an appeasement. An appeasement, you bring a lamb or a goat, then they sacrifice some or something like that. Then afterwards you can go on with the wedding. Yes, that is rule number one. That's number two, no farting. Then number three, the respect to that. You don't need to. You have to remove your shoes. You don't enter with your shoes. However dirty the room looks, you cannot enter with your shoes inside your in-laws. Dowry paying, you cannot enter with your in-laws. You cannot go with those shoes. You have to leave them outside. But leaving them outside, no, there's a lot of what they call there's a lot of fine. There's a lot of fine. They charge a lot of fine. So when you make all those mistakes, they charge you fine. Even when they bring food, even when you enter the room and they first call the girl, do you know how, when the girls, before the girl talks, now if they call me, if for instance they're marrying me and they call me, like my man is inside the room, they will tell you, do you know this man? Me, I will keep quiet, I will not talk. Before I say I know him or I don't know him, they will first up to give me something. To open my mouth, they have to come with some money. So when I put the money there and I feel like this is the man that can make me talk, then I will say, yes, I know this man. Or I will say, I don't know him, but most times we know the man. So yes, I say I know the man. Then now you as a bride, your work is done. You have to shift from that place immediately and go very far. You can be there in the kitchen cooking. Those days, on that day, there is a lot of cooking. They cook all Acholi traditional food. Almost all. They cook all the food, and you will eat. When you get done with paying all the dowry, the first food comes in. Actually, they will take you to have showers. They will take you to bathe. They will take for you water. All of you, after paying the bride price, they will take care of all of you like kings. From there, after you are done paying the bride price, you're going to hear that alarm, and everyone will start shouting. Then you hear a verse. Everyone makes noise outside, and normally there is that music system, and people dance up to morning. And now from there, when people are dancing, they first they take all of you to shower, to bathe, they take you water, they do for you everything. They bring for you all the food in that night. You have to eat food in that night. You eat food from the mother of the mother-in-law. Normally the mother of the girl cooks food also, and she is the first to bring food. The mother of the girl is the first to bring food. They cook all those varieties of food, and when you eat that food, you will just rest like for some minutes or some hours, few hours, before it reaches morning, you have to eat twice. You have to eat twice. There's a lot of food. You have to eat twice. That's not, they're giving you respect, and they're thanking you for the money, for respecting, for respecting their girl, or honoring their girl in that, because marriage is like honoring someone and giving them the high respect that they're supposed to get. Yes, so you're going to eat food that night 2 times, and they're going to bring for you varieties of food. Varieties of food that you eat. The mother of the girl will first bring food. We call it derpamar. They first bring food, you eat, then again afterwards, without not just after 1-2 hours, again derpawayo, pawayo. The aunties again will cook food and again bring. So that all night it is just these people, when you are there bargaining the price, they are cooking food, lots of food. They cook lots of food, so you are going to eat food. Then in the morning, they start preparation for a function. Then yes, from there, I think that is all you need for now. Yes, thank you. If you love and you want to know the other parts, please don't forget to subscribe, and also show me. I want to know more. Tell me if I want to know more, then I'll give you the other parts. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.